Hey y'all, I'm back with another Plan With Me video, and this is all about using one sticker book. So I challenged myself to just use this Choose Happy sticker book, and let me tell you, this was extremely difficult. And I'll get to kind of the reasons why here in just a second. Not only did I challenge myself to use one sticker book, this sticker book is not full. I can understand purchasing a brand new one and using it, but this sticker book has been used quite a bit, and as I flip through it, you'll be able to see. And also, to kind of add to that, I later, as I was organizing my sticker books, I found lots of loose sheets that I didn't even know that I had that belonged to this sticker book that I didn't even get a chance to use. So, all that said, I really love the way it came out. It's not my favorite, I think because I wasn't able to use like numbers, I had to use my handwriting because I started to cover up these um, days of the week, and then I realized that I was like, what am I going to do to, I thought in my mind, I'm going to grab some numbers out of my stash, but then I was like, no, I have to use one sticker book. And so it was a challenge, but I thought through it. I got really creative I tried to get really creative, and I really liked the outcome. So I hope you guys do too. So what I've done so far is I've laid out several of the florals that come in this sticker book, and as I'm flipping through, you guys can see that I have used quite a bit. Some of the pages, like I said, are missing and some are coming out. So I'm looking now at this point for just some pops of color for the right hand side, because I noticed that I had a lot going on the left hand side. So here's where I kind of paused for a second to go ahead and start with my figuring out what I was going to do about my days of the week, since I covered them up at the very beginning. I decided to pull out my cloud punch and punch through some of the kind of more solid stickers that I have, and I did not have very many left. I even had to kind of figure out like the color scheme wise, like were these, because part of this book has lots of bright colors and then the other part has some pastels, which I really love the variety, but I wasn't able to really figure out exactly what direction I wanted to go. Well, I knew I wanted to do bright at the very beginning, but then I realized I was like, maybe I need some purple tones too so that I can use some more solid colors, but you'll see kind of how I fixed it here in a little bit. I really love how that's looking so far. I love that just a simple punch, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm obsessed with punches and that I try to link all the products down below, so I'll link them and hopefully you guys can find this punch as well or something similar. But you guys know how I feel about cloud punches, or how I feel about cloud. What am I saying? How I feel about punches in general, and then I love this cloud punch. I've used it quite a bit. The washi tape that I'm using is not from the sticker book, so I wouldn't say I'm cheating. I'm still using one sticker book, but I just wanted to kind of add a little something extra. And so I grabbed some washi that I just purchased, and I laid that down in a few different spots. And then I also, it comes from the same tube, but the green one and the pink one. So I just used those two colors, and then I laid them down at the top left-hand corner where I'm going to put the month, and then there at the bottom right-hand corner, just as kind of some interest, if that makes sense. So here I've grabbed my Papermate Inkjoy pen, and I will say that I think I've found pen piece, if you guys know what I mean. I did a post on my Instagram a while back, and if you're not following my Instagram, I'll leave it linked down below. It's Ashley_Laura_scraps. And I talked about all the different pens that I liked, and I will say that I keep going back to this one. It's so smooth. It's one of my favorites, and so until I find another one that beats this is probably going to be my go-to for now on. So I went ahead and just, instead of writing the days of the week, I just kind of wrote out the first letter, and then for some, obviously the first two letters. And then I thought that the clouds needed a little bit of a kind of a pop, and so I decided to outline those clouds with black, and I love the way that that came out. I think that made a big difference in those clouds, and I think it also kind of brought out that doodly effect that I was wanting. When I do go back in and fill this out, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to do a planner page on this one or if I'm going to do a Bible journaling page. I haven't quite figured out, and I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I'm not going to actually, this is just going to be more of a decorate or before the pen type of thing. I really just did this just to kind of show you guys how you can use one sticker book and you can get super creative. Not really so much to use as my weekly spread, if that makes sense. I just thought it would be super fun to show. I messed up on that one, which I didn't like the way it turned out at the beginning anyway when I wrote the T and the H, so I kind of was glad that I messed up on that outline, and so I just pulled that up and then put another one down. And then I realized too there that I used that purple that's not really used anywhere else, but then I was like, who cares? It's a super colorful layout anyway. And then that washi tape underneath, it's kind of bothering me a little bit. I don't really love that. I kind of just wanted to bring that pink out in another place. I think I probably should have added it to the other side so it would be a little bit more like kind of distanced from the other section of washi, but it's really not that big of a deal. I cut that straight washi because I cut the washi straight because I just felt like it was a little. It's not that I'm trying to make everything perfectly straight, but I just thought that it looked a little bit better. And I added another sticker down below to kind of cover up that spot. Those square stickers that come in the mini sticker books work. That I think would typically. Okay, I could be wrong on this. Is this yeah, this is a mini sticker book. Okay, so those square stickers that I just used there, there at the bottom, cover those. I don't know if they're meant for that, but they cover the bottom like quote / icon really well. And not every page comes with one of those quotes or icons, but for this one it did, and I wanted to cover that up with something that went with the rest of my color scheme. So the last thing I'm going to do is just add some little spots for to-dos or you know, earlier I said that I may use this as a Bible journaling, and then I forgot that I added the little to-do spots. But anyway, all that to say is I just to kind of show you that you can use this, and this is a mini spread, I guess, if I didn't mention that at the beginning. But I'm adding some little stars just to note spots for to-dos each day. And then I'm just adding a few little corner stickers. I love the kind of the details that brings out in the page. And then last thing I think I'm going to do is write out May 2018. I practiced over to the left, which is what I'm doing right now because I wasn't sure what font I wanted to use. I decided to go with it's hard to see, but you'll see it in the final photos. I decided to go with kind of a stretchy, scripty font, if that makes sense. I like the way it turned out. It's just a little hard to see. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts down below on using one sticker book and if you think you can do it. I would love to see what you guys create. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.